Need for Speed is fun again. I haven't played a Need for Speed game since Need for Speed The Run, and I actually did have a pretty good time with that one. I actually might revisit it. Eventually on the second channel, I'm going to do a series playthrough of all the Need for Speeds, but there's a lot of fucking Need for Speed, so I might skip one or two of them. I don't know. But anyways, back to this Need for Speed Unbound. By the time you see this, there might be some updates, so some of the things I'm about to talk about might be a little outdated, as I'm recording this on the 7th and I'm planning for this to come out on the 21st. So Need for Speed Unbound is really fun. I've fucked with it and I really like the car builds. You know, in previous Need for Speeds I stopped playing because it felt like it forced you to play arcadey. I like playing racing arcade alike, but I also like doing grippy arcade, if it makes sense. I don't like being forced to have to drift around corners to be competitive. I like the option to choose when to drift and when I can grip corners, not drift everything and suffer severe understeer for everything else. Now, in this game, it doesn't force you to do it. You can set your car to be able to drift everything. You can set your car to grip everything. And even if you set your car, at least from what I know, because I haven't been able to max it out completely, I want to do a max grip build eventually. But it seems like just because you have your car to 60% grip doesn't mean you can't drift at all. You can still slide around a little bit. I haven't messed with the drift builds, but I'm assuming it's the same, as I've done a few races with people that were drifting around everywhere and they were able to grip almost as good as I was. But also with these kind of arcade games, another underrated thing is when you have something like this to where you can grip and this, that, and the third, or drift, when you have these two, most cars feel relatively the same, you know, because it's just two set presets at that point. Well, at least from the little bit that I've been driving, the cars actually do feel different pertaining to what it is. Now, it can't be that crazy, or otherwise people are just crazy good at the game, because there was a dude in a fucking AMG wagon fucking thing going crazy around corners. And I mean, SUVs are kind of cracked nowadays. Y'all know that police Ford Explorer that go crazy, but maybe I'm sleeping on a G-Wagon. But nonetheless, I was going to do a campaign video on the campaign, but when it comes to these racing games, I don't know about you guys, but the campaign is completely boring. There's only so much you can do with a racing game campaign, and we've seen everything in the book. Now, Need for Speed does get a little innovative with it, you know what I'm saying, especially with like The Run and things of that nature, and Need for Speed Most Wanted and Underground, and you know, they do get creative with the stories. But at this point, no matter what you do, you're going to be doing the same prompts. You got to race this, or sometimes you got to crash into this guy, things of that nature. So racing is racing. So I want PvP. That's what I'm here for. So in this at the end of this 3-minute fucking rant that I got at the beginning of the video that nobody's going to make it through, I recorded a couple games and I wanted to I wanted to do a PvP video, you know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be nice, chill, because there's not really too much editing you can do for a racing video. So yeah, I'm throwing some music, show y'all some of my best races, and then I'll outro it. All right, let's go. We're gonna be in the same, doing the same races pretty much over and over. That was so unlucky. Didn't punish me too hard for it though. That's so unlucky. He botched that so hard. No, traffic really out here trying to hoe. I ain't gonna lie, we're kind of clearing. Oh, when it said AMG, I thought it meant... Yeah, I didn't think it meant the fucking G-Wagon. I didn't know that was considered an AMG. Also, they gain a fuck ton of ground. Yeah, that AMG gained a lot back. Yes! Oh my goodness. That thing was catching up. I could hear it revving right behind me. I got a bad launch. I need to get that down. Oh no, he got wiped out. I would have left. The AMG might leave me. Oh, he's racing dirty. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I was trying to make sure he didn't sideswipe me. He's gonna have this one. Never mind, he keeps messing up. He does have top speed over me. No, he's just faster. Which makes no sense, but I mean, we'll take it. There's no way. I literally just drove right into that. I was watching Homeboy. Alright, I'm just disoriented myself. I'm sorry. I kind of blew this. Honestly, if I just raced like that, I would be first by a mile. Damn. All right, now that we're about to end the video, well, that's gonna do it for all of it. My only issue with Need for Speed right now, because I'm on the trial. I'm probably definitely gonna buy this unless a multitude of games come out that I want to play more than this. But my only issue with this game right now is when it comes to PvP. When you join an online server, it's kind of like GTA, to where it throws you in an open world with a set amount of people. So far, I think the maximum is 16, something around that. So you join a world with 16 people, and then you can go to set locations to do PvP things, to start a PvP lobby. And my biggest issue right now is, again, this might be outdated, but when you do that, you only matchmake with the people in your lobby. So you're only matchmaking with 15 other people. And if those people don't want to do PvP, or they don't want to do the certain race that you're trying to do, you're going to be sitting there for like having to keep resetting this 30-second timer over and over until somebody, you know what I'm saying, joins. And most of the time, like, somebody has to leave and then somebody else hopped into the server and then they join, or you yourself is going to have to leave that server, which there isn't a find new session button, at least of now, so you have to leave the game and then re-queue to get thrown back into it, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's my biggest issue right now, is that if you're trying to do races, like certain cars you have to do B tier races, some of them you have to do 30 B tier races. So if you get in a lobby where everybody wants to do A, S, and whatever else, then you got to keep jumping around until you find somebody that can do B tier races. And a lot of times they're not going to want to do that more than 1 or 2 times in a row. So you're just kind of going to have to keep lobby hopping until you can, you know what I'm saying? And also, there's no fast travel in online. Now, I feel like there are games that pull off fast travel in online. I don't know, maybe that's a little too much, but nonetheless, you can't fast travel. So it's gonna spawn you basically in the same location for each, or at least at the end of where a race ends. So you have to drive all the way back to your the location thing. I forgot what they're called, hideouts or whatever. You got to go to the drop-off place to start a new playlist or a new PvP event, and then you do that, and then you got to drive all the way back. Well, I got a situation to where some of the cooler or different PvP races were across the map, and this led me to an issue to where I have to do the same 3 races over and over and over again, because I have a trial, I have a set time to play, and I'm trying to maximize efficiency so I can unlock more cars and things of that nature. So if I wanted to go do, you know, some of the more different playlists, I now have to drive all the way across the map, do the playlist, spawn on the other side, and keep driving all the way back over there over and over again, because there's no teleport. And then also, I could drive all the way to that side of the map to start a PvP event and not get anybody in the lobby, because it's only matchmaking with 15 other people, rather than a game like, let's say, GTA. You can be in a lobby with 20, 30, 40 people, right? And once you start a PvP lobby, it not only invites everybody in your session, but it also opens it up to everybody playing the game in your set server region. I feel like this is what Need for Speed should do. You should be able to, you know what I'm saying, like, people in your lobby get priority or whatever, like the first 10-15 seconds it asks people in your server, do you want to join the session, just like it does, except for it gives them 30 seconds. And after that 15, you know, you can extend timer, or just automatically extend timer, and now it opens it up to whatever server region you're in. But besides that, I think this game's pretty good. And yeah, that's where I'm going to end it on today. Let me know if you agree or disagree. But yeah, I want to make some more Need for Speed videos, so when I buy the game, we're going to be doing a lot of PvP on it, at least until it gets boring for me. So until we meet then, or in the comments, remember, if you know, man, because we know we up next. Sponsored by Atari and
join a wee often. The octopus said the same thing to Yoshi. It's about being patient, picking your moment. So snap out of it. You can't let a couple of losses blow you off course. You don't have to win now, just someday. Slow and steady wins the race, right? Well, it kills the octopus.